What's up, Humble Nation? I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So we have some new news. We've been going through a bit of a quiet period here for a little bit, so I haven't had a whole lot of content to share with you. So I've just been holding back until today, and I have a feeling we're going to get some more news and some financials here in the coming week or weeks. So we'll fill you in on that when we get that. But in the meantime, everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. You should always do your own research when investing in any kind of stock. I, however, am somebody who just so happens to like to trade stocks. I am a big supporter of HUMBL, have been since the very beginning in November 2020, along with many others at HUMBL Nation. So please, if you need financial advice, do not take it from me. This is just for educational purposes only, and for entertainment purposes as well. So hopefully you get some entertainment out of this, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. So what's going on, folks? Okay, so we got HUMBL has been quiet, like I mentioned already, but we've been seeing some like pictures of the owner of One Delivery, and with Brian Foote popping up here and there. We got some news on Jake, what he's been doing with the NFTs. He's been really excited about these NFTs and promoting them like hardcore. So we appreciate that, Jake. And obviously Jake sees the vision and what HUMBL is doing, and many of us at HUMBL Nation do too. And obviously when it's quiet out, it can be, not quiet out, but when a company is a little quiet, it can make some people get a little nervous, unsettled. But to me, this just shows that they're just working hard behind the scenes and just trying not to get too dive in deep with trying to appease everybody. They're running a business, and that's what they're gonna do. All right, and I personally have been very busy myself because I've got a lot of things going on around here. I just finished putting up solar in my house. Not that you need to know that, but besides doing that, I've got a business I'm running and everything like that. But it's been 35 days. Can you believe it? 35 days since I've done a video. I was shocked. Okay, so what's going on? We got HUMBL acquires Latin American technology firm IXA. I know I just butchered that, but anyways, you can look it up and read this information for yourself. Now this firm is been in, 15 years, has been in business. It's got 35 plus employees that are well versed in technology services that range from ticketing, P2P, Petro, which I'm trying to figure out how HUMBL's going to use that element. Petro which be gas. They got the cooking and services, which I totally see how the connection is there with One Delivery with that. So there's definitely going to be a marriage made there, so to speak. And HUMBL is going to be using all this technology that this company has already got. Now, if you've been following HUMBL for a while, you would know that Brian Foote said, if we can't buy it, we'll build it. Why do people buy out companies? It's because they're looking to grow quickly. You're trying to go from here to here quickly without having to go through all the jumps and hurdles, you might say, of learning. You've got other companies that have already done it. They have it. Now they have the technology within the company. Just like Monster Creative. I mean, if Brian needs to say, I need a video for whatever, he can call it Monster Creative, which is part of HUMBL, and tell them, hey, we need this done. Can you get this done for us right away? Right? Again, all under the HUMBL umbrella. Now, it's my understanding that HUMBL will be rebranding some of these companies, some of these things that are under this acquisition. So under this acquisition, this company has several different layers to it in services that it provides. So one of those is basically a pay platform. In fact, Yopego, I know I just butchered that again, but anyways, Yopego has done 1 million transactions. Hey, that's pretty good. That's impressive. But besides that, just a side note, that also means I pay. So, anyways. So just something interesting there. And whatever revenues this company has is going to be bringing those revenues over to HUMBL, which is also very strategic because that's going to help bring the revenues to help support the numbers for a future uplisting to NASDAQ. Because obviously 35 employees, you're going to have some revenues coming in from that company, like 3 million or whatever it is. I'm sure we'll find out in the future here. And so they've got the pay feature, which is YoPayGo, and then they got the cook and serves. And these people over at this company that they acquired are pretty excited also about this acquisition. They're ready to get going and help propel, that was their words, help propel HUMBL to the next level. So that's awesome. Attenda, which is another service under this acquisition. Some of the two key things, and I can read it here to you, but two of the key things that stood out to me. Well, let me just read it and then we'll talk about the key things. A white label trade show, conference, and public keynote mobile application and management solution that can be fully customized to events. What kind of events? Maybe ticketing events? Attenda can be used to augment the attendee experience through customized branding, colors, screens, ticketing, scheduling, and more, as well as P2P, chat and social networking capabilities between attendees. Remember, one of the things that Brian Foote talked about at the very beginning was having a social media aspect to HUMBL. And so this is one of the things that this platform here offers. So it's already built-in technology, just got to plug it into HUMBL, and away we go. Ticketing, scheduling, these are all definitely features that I can see HUMBL using. The cook and serve functionality, I definitely see that, like I said already. And then the YoPlay. Now the Petro Control one, I will have to see where that one goes. I'm not sure the connection, but hey, look, if anybody has any comments or thoughts about how this could be implemented or used with HUMBL, obviously HUMBL's interested in it, so it either or that it comes with a package, but it is mentioned in this acquisition, so clearly it's an important aspect. One other key note here to take away from this is that Brian Foote was at a concert, I think it was Garth Brooks or something like that. We're going to see a nice boomerang effect that Brian mentioned here, because look, people are getting ready, they're tired of wearing a mask, and not that I'm anti-mask or anything like that, but where I'm going with this is people are ready to get back to what is a new norm in society. And so concerts, I mean, my nephew's talking about me going to a concert. I said, yeah, no problem, as long as you buy the tickets on HUMBL Tickets, I'll go. So, going to concerts, people are ready to get back into, and it's going to explode. If you think people went to concerts a lot before, now that they've been locked up, you might say, for the last 2 years, people are going to just go wild with going to concerts because they feel like their freedom or something's been taken away from them. So it's just going to have a total reverse psychology on folks with wanting to go back and get involved and go to concerts and do stuff that maybe they used to even do when they're younger. They haven't even done it for years and years, but all of a sudden they just feel like the need to go and do that. So I think the ticketing thing is going to just explode on its own, honestly. And again, going back to the Attenda thing that they have, they got the social media part of that, the ticketing part, technology that they bring with that, and the P2P. So we have a lot of things that are going to start coming together, and the fact is that they're focusing on Latin America right now. Okay, they've got the North America thing, they're working on that, but their next major corridor is Latin America, and they're just hammering it. They just had an acquisition not that long ago with that, so we're seeing progress. What else has taken place in the last 35 days? Well, just last week, we had BizSecure being rebranded over to Humble Vault, like where you keep your money, not like electrical vault, but like the vault, where you keep it. Yeah. So the vault is going to be like a way in which you can store your personal information in a secure way, almost like an authenticator, but for your own personal information about you. So like your driver's license, maybe your social security number, whatever information that you want to be secure, you can have in there, and it can be authenticated. In fact, when I downloaded it and put all my credentials in there and so forth as well. So we have that, we have the Jake thing, which I talked about earlier. Again, we're gonna just see Humble continue to grow and refine themselves, and take the path of least resistance. There's no reason to, fight an uphill battle. If this is giving them a lot of resistance, look, they got several different verticals. We haven't heard much from the marketing side of things from Humble Marketplace. So it will be interesting to see if what they have brewing in the background with the Humble Marketplace, as that was one of the things that I found to be very interesting, where we can purchase items and things from other countries that are authenticated, backed by Humble blocks perhaps, and have it shipped to your house from somebody in Africa or in Latin America, some souvenir that's genuine. I personally like authentic things. I like to have an authentic experience when I go somewhere. So anyways, that's one of the things that I'm also looking forward to, along with some other functions and features that we are anticipating from Humble. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully I made it fun and easy for you to follow, and more or less right to the point. So in any case, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.